Hi everyone, this is Deborah. I wanted to do like a part two of the video I did for men only, but of course you girls can watch it too just to get a good laugh. Uh, Back to some of my dates. One of my dates, we went to a Mexican restaurant, and during the meal, he tells me that he has a scar, which, you know, everybody's got scars. And then he tells me that he had a colostomy bag. Now, this is how I feel. These kind of things maybe should come out maybe after the second or third date, but to do it right when you're eating refried beans is not a good idea. I mean, I actually stopped eating. Uh, so, a lesson to be learned there. I also went on a date with a guy that I did have a lot of feelings for, and we did date and for a couple years. But I went through his cabinet, and there was some antabuse. Now, you'd think after a couple months of seeing somebody, they would, you know, say that I'm on this drug or that drug, but that let me know that he did have or still has a severe drinking problem. And let's see, I had a date that actually brought a gun into, I think it was Arby's or somewhere. I think he was associating his masculinity with carrying a gun around. Now, me being an ex-cop, I found that very hilarious. I also went on a date after I'd gone out many dates with this guy. I went to his house in Northern Virginia, and he did live in a mansion. He had like begged me to come over, so I finally did. And after I did the 2-hour trip, I needed to lay down in one of his 7 bedrooms. So I go up there and lay down, and like I am sweating profusely, but I did not let him know that. But later on, when I got some rest, I went down, and he was working on a swimming pool. And our whole date consisted of him being in a swimming pool, repairing the lights. And I'm going, what the hell kind of date is this? So I got out of there. And then as I was leaving, he pushes me up against my car and says, "Oh, you're not attracted to me." I mean, when you ask a girl on a date, you give her your time. You don't be out there underneath your car repairing your muffler. I mean, that comes with marriage, right? Let's see it. Another date, I let him stay over in my house, and he slept on the couch, and I have a security camera. I happened to watch it a couple months later, and I see him going outside in his underwear to get firewood. Well, that was awfully nice of him, but he's out there in his whitey tighties. Oh my God. Jeez. So let's see. What else? Oh, one guy, when a guy wants to cuddle or he wants to give you a massage, you girls got to say no, because I let this guy, you know, massage my neck. And the next thing he says to me is, "You know, I can overtake you." And I'm going, "Oh, please, God, how do I get out of this one?" And I blocked him, never talked to him again. And, you know, these guys are stupid enough to wonder, well, why isn't she taking my calls? You know, think about this. Oh, let's see. Oh, I once met a guy in Front Royal, and he spent the whole date talking about his wife, how mental she was. Well, that's a first red flag. Anytime a guy says his wife is crazy or she has mental issues, 9 times out of 10, it's the guy that's all crazed up in the head. So I exited out of the building. I thanked him for the meal, and then he said to me, oh, at first he shows me his brand new Ferrari. He thought that gives him kudos to do what he did, what he's wanted to do next. He looked at me and he goes, "Well, don't I get a hug? Don't I get to feel your tits?" I'm going, oh my God. Just because you ride in a red Ferrari, it doesn't give you the right to get cup of feel off a girl. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know who raised these men. I think they were raised by a pack of wolves, but well, now let's see if I can remember. Oh yeah, here's a good one. My first date I ever went on, we went skiing, right? And this guy, you know, told me on his first date that he wanted to marry me. During the ski trip, I think he told me that he just buried his wife 7 days ago. I could not wait to get away from him. I mean, doesn't these guys want to mourn their wives? At least maybe for 2 weeks, 10 days, but 7? Give me a break. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed part 2. Oh, I forgot. You guys who post pictures on the dating site of what you look like in the army or what you look like 10 years ago, don't do that. Because if that is the only picture that we do see, we assume that you still look like that. So don't do that. I don't post pictures of what I look like at 16 or 17. So don't you guys do it either. We don't need to see that. We want to see your bald head now and your beer belly. That's what we want to see. We want to see what you look like today. Bye.